welcome to EDFL TV. The setting again is at Deluxe Bar and Lounge. We're out here in the beautiful beer garden they've got upstairs. Matthew Pillios, a nice setting out here.
Absolutely beautiful. Never been at Deluxe after hours. It's nice to come here during the day, and good sponsor of the EDFL, Mick Johnson, former Duda Stars Premiership coach.
Yep, no dramas. Get down here on Thursday night. They've got wonderful Palmers. $10 they are on the Thursday nights. You've got the footy pumping here on the big screens. Richmond versus Carlton, $10 Palmers. Absolutely sensational, Matty. Should come down from Sandringham maybe Thursday night and have one yourself.
Might even go two. If I'm going to drive from Sandy for a Palmer at Deluxe, I'll go two for $20. But the home of the EDFL players when they go out on a Saturday night and drink responsibly.
Yep, no dramas. Deluxe Bar and Lounge, great partners of EDFL, and everyone gets down here and has a good time. Just some quick news, hot off the press. Coburg Districts, new into the
Massive.
EDFL, have just announced, it's been big whispers now for a few weeks, but Paul Curia, signed, sealed and delivered, will play for the Lions in season 2013. Huge get for the club.
Yeah, look, he's got a good work contact there with Australand's one of the companies affiliated with Coburg Districts. His body's probably not as good for the top level, and he just wanted to give something back to community footy. Great to have Lickers in Division 2 with Highgraves and some other big names, Healthen as well.
He was warming up with Coburg Districts on the weekend against West Meadows. They went down to the Tigers by 2 goals. So
great
good
effort
showing there by Coburg Districts, but didn't play. Will possibly play in a practice match against a Northern Footy League team, I believe maybe Greensborough, on Wednesday night. So get down to Cole Reserve to see Paul Curia, 6 o'clock kickoff by all reports.
Probably the biggest crowd they'll ever get in their history, and this is a practice game with Lickers playing. So get down to Coburg Districts and welcome to them to the EDFL.
Yep, we'll touch on them in a few weeks when round 1 gets underway on April 13. But we have a big clash coming up this Good Friday at Lebanon Reserve. It is Strathmore versus Keilor.
Does it get bigger in EDFL footy?
Strathmore Greenville, maybe. But Good Friday.
Good Friday clash. It's like Anzac Day now, isn't it?
Very good, very good. So it's the second one. Last year was the first. It was a 44-point victory to Strathmore last year in what was the first game of the EDFL season. And it's good that we're kicking off with another blockbuster on Good Friday, isn't it, Matty?
Yeah, it is. It's great for EDFL football. It's great that Keilor have really picked up the ante. They've recruited well. I think everyone's really been craving for EDFL to come. So it's going to be a cracking game, some massive matchups.
Andrew Brown comes into the Keilor lineup straight off Richmond's list.
Yep, and been nothing short of sensational in the practice games. They're very confident, and with the loss of Jones, all of a sudden now the ruck favourite is in Keilor's hands.
Well, Mickey McGuan spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about the impact that Brown will have, and they haven't really had a dominant ruckman, which is what he can provide for a number of years down there.
Yep. Markham Johnson was their last ruckman in 2008 who played the premiership with them. Probably last known ruckman. Putt was on Bendigo's list for 80% of last year. So Brown's going to be massive. Brought with him Cartelli and Gordis as well, 2 ex-Richmond Coburg players. Them 3 are just huge inclusions for the EDFL, let alone Keilor.
Give us some thoughts on how the way the game will pan out.
Look, last year you probably look at them as probably 8 goals between Strathmore and Keilor on any given day. All of a sudden Strathmore have lost quality in Jones, Groth, 2 Team of the Year players, Harvey very experienced as well, and from my male Carrick as well. Fitzgerald just got back from Colombia 2 weeks ago. I don't think he'll be in tip-top shape as well. Big Fitzy having a few drinks there. His brother's gone as well. And all of a sudden, on the flip side, Keilor have picked up those 3. Sankovic, a good backman. Trajovski, who I doubt will play, just come off a kickboxing fight, but tough as nails. So all of a sudden now, this is, Strathmore are probably shorter favourites and aren't as short as favourites as we would have thought a couple of months ago. Grimer, their biggest recruit, injured, unfortunately, and we hope he makes a good recovery.
Yeah, broken ankle to Grimer, so will miss a large chunk of the season. So a really big miss there for Strathmore.
And look, Strathmore come off 2 massive years. They won a flag. They just lost the flag last year. The fire in the belly sometimes as well. It's always hard. It's got to be natural. This is a chance for Keilor to get one of the biggest upsets of the year. Round 1, Good Friday this week.
You're tipping an upset? By the sounds of it?
It's so hard.
Away from home,
It's so hard to tip against Strathmore at home. They're still a class outfit. Horn, Yakabuchi, Jordan Doring. Matt Little will play. That's probably the X factor for me. Richard Little at one end's a champion. Matt Little on the other. I think Strathmore just in an absolute cracker. Under 10 points either way can go.
Right, I'm going to go for an upset and I'll go the other way. Keilor by 10 points. How do you like that?
Look, one of my best mates, James Condos, welcome back to the EDFL. Assistant coach to Mick McGuan. Great to have him back. He's old man as well. Great family of Keilor. So I'd love to tip Keilor, but hard saying Keilor, mind saying Strathmore because of James, but it's going to be a great game. And get down to Lebanon Reserve. It's going to be fantastic. Get a car park around the corner, or even get all 5 of you into a car because we're going to struggle for parking locally. So get the train, but it's going to be a great day for the Strathmore Footy Club. And well done to both clubs, John Elliott, Craig Till, for putting this together.
We're talking about Strathmore and Keilor. There'll be plenty of big guns flying around, and plenty of them made your top 50 during the week.
Yep.
Matthew, huge response on Facebook. Over 100 comments, a couple hundred likes. Set the world alight, you did. And we'll just go through the top 5 from Premier Division, and then we'll go through Division 1 and Division 2. So you had Eric Corrett, the Greenvale ball magnet, tough as nails. Good-looking rooster, too, at number 1.
He's a good man.
Adam Yakabuchi from Strathmore at 2. Tommy Hislop from Abbas at 3. Trav Jorgensen from Greenvale at 3. Unfortunately missed at 4. Unfortunately missed out on the premiership there for the Jets. And Jordan During the Moor at number 5.
Yeah, look, an honour to do it. I feel very, very privileged and humbled at the good responses. A lot of people say you sort of got it right. All those guys have good argument to be number 1, and all could be at any of those positions. So well done to them all. Very hard to do, but just shows the quality we have in this great competition. And
of course, the number 1 recruit into the comp was Adam McPhee. No doubt about that.
Yeah, look, he's just at his peak still at 30, fit, tough. The standard down is probably going to even complimenting more. If anything ever let him down in AFL, it was maybe skill level at time to time, and with a small drop of skill from AFL. But he's a champion bloke, great player. Only argument could have been he's going to play 10 games, but he had to be number 1. He's got a great profile, and he's already been great for Greenvale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 were very good as well, weren't they?
Yes, Adam McPhee will be a huge get for the Jets, no doubt. As Bombers supporters, we know what he could deliver on the big stage, but also, as you said, did turn it over a little bit for the Bombers. Had a great year in 04 All-Australian, and it was really good to have him in the red and black. We'll go to Division 1, the top 5.
Yep.
Mark D'Souza, he was a Hutchison medalist last year. 3-time Hutchison medalist, number 1, undisputed, you have to say. Robbie Hudson, the West Coburg captain at 2. Rocky Ferraro, my old on-ball partner in grade 5-6 football at Greenvale Primary School. There you go.
I had mixed responses with Rocky as well, but the fact is I think he's kicked 170 in the last 2 years. His upside's so good. And for the size of what he does, he's a great player.
Cole Laurie at 4 from Tulla, and Trav Julik, the captain of the 46ers, the Roys, at number 5.
Yeah, look, I think D'Souza was a clear number 1. I probably could have had about 8 or 10 in that next 4 or 5. Congratulations to those 4. Hudson as well, had a great season last year. Captain, leader, his upside's fantastic as well. Laurie's always in the top 5 regardless, and bad year's probably 4 or 5, and a good year's 1 or 2. And Travis Julik is just becoming a great player. Matt Morelli was probably one unlucky as well. Best in Ferris last year, Taylor's Lakes. But there's so many good players, and shows how strong our Division 1 is. And we'll go to Division 2 as a top 25 here. Mark Caruso, the captain of East Keilor, you were judged. Yep.
Number 1, Garita from Keilor Park, Bevan Newell from Moonee Valley, Grampus from East Keilor, and Nisbet from Keilor Park round out the top 5. Yeah,
Nisbet played Keilor ones a couple of years ago, VFL listed last year. Caruso just consistently good. You speak to the better Division 2 coaches in Denaro and Collinyuk, and these guys are coached, and they all say Caruso is their number 1. Well done to the Division 2 players, and it should be a great competition. Very excited for Division 2 this year.
It's going to be good stuff, the 10-8-8 competition, Premier Div 1, Div 2. So well done on your top 50, Matty, and thank you everyone out there for your responses. Really gives a bit of interest in the competition. So good stuff with your top 50s and your top 25, mate.
No worries, great to do. Thank you.
Let's go to some other big news, and it circles around the Greenvale Football Club and Dennis Bicer back down at the Jets Section Road. We'll be playing a few games this year around his Western Bulldogs commitments. Just give us a bit more details about this, Matty.
Yeah, look, I've only spoken to Bicer a couple of times. Long-time friend. Was I surprised in the decision? Yes, a little bit. Or was I surprised it happened? Actually, yes. But Dennis, he went to Paco, what he wanted to do. He got his media job with the Bulldogs early in his time at Pascoe Vale. The commitment was a lot bigger than what he expected, and did an unbelievable job at Pascoe Vale. But Greenvale is a club he'd been there for 9 years, and sometimes you just sort of have a love for something, and once you're away, you can realise how much you miss and love a club. And obviously, Dennis, spending 2 years away from the Greenvale Jets, he's realised, yes, he probably loved Paco as well, but really Greenvale's close to his heart. And, maybe won the last premiership. Paco are going to be a big chance this year, but probably thinking the Jets, definitely a top 2 or 3 worst off. One more last hurrah for the great Dennis Bicer, who's been a champion in this competition. One of the best ever, I'd say, in this comp. Ever.
and you speak to a lot of people involved with that premiership at Pascoe Vale and then going up to Premier Division, and they credit Dennis Bicer so much for everything that happened down there at Pascoe Vale. They can't thank him enough, and it's a great get for the Greenvale Footy Club getting it back, isn't it?
Look, Brucey and Anthony Rock are ecstatic, and I think the supporters are as well to have him back. Very interesting, the Greenvale Pascoe Vale game it's going to be. I'm tipping Anthony Rock will ask Dennis in the selection room on the Tuesday night while he's planning for that game against Paco.
Just on some EDFL news, some appointments. Two new board members in Wayne Anthony and Bernie Shinners, and also Michael Russell is the new Community Relations Manager, and I caught up with him today. Here with newly appointed EDFL Community Relations Officer Michael Russell. Michael, you're 3 weeks into the job now. How you found it so far?
Well, I've had to share an office with you, Pally. That's been the first challenge, but I think we've got over the initial hurdle of that, and it's been good fun. Enjoying it. Just
talk us through what the role entails for EDFL clubs.
Oh, look, it's a pretty broad role, I guess. Community Relations title, as it suggests, it's about working with the clubs and trying to help them link in well with community groups in their region, schools, police, etc. And also, I guess, community groups that can assist the EDFL, which will in turn help the clubs in the long run.
And just a bit of background about yourself, where you come from, what you've done so far in your professional career?
Yeah, recently worked at the AFLNT for 4 years, so I had a challenging role up there living in Alice Springs in both development and a football operations role, and moved back to Melbourne to the warm weather late last year, and now on board here at the EDFL. So happy to be involved, mate, and lots of challenges here to work through as well. So looking forward to it.
And just some future projects you're looking at putting in place for EDFL clubs and the EDFL broader community to try and improve our league?
Yeah, look, at this stage it's still a lot of it's finding your feet type of stuff, and just getting to know the relevant people in the EDFL. One of the really positive things we've done in the last couple of weeks is struck up some really good relationships with Essendon Footy Club, AFL Victoria, some local schools in the region who are really keen to get on board with the local clubs, which has really taken me by surprise. To be honest, how open the door is at the schools for some of the clubs to come in and get involved and promote their brand. Another good relationship's one with the Victorian Police. So we've been doing a bit of work with the youth resource officers in the out in the station. So look, I think there's going to be the scope's endless as far as what we can do with the clubs, and hopefully in time we'll see a lot of it come to good fruition.
And for everyone out there, you are a Western Bulldogs supporter.
I am, mate.
Unfortunate for you at the moment.
Oh, I'm sticking with them, mate. It's nothing new to us Bulldog supporters to be down the bottom. So we had a few good years at the top, and unfortunately we couldn't win one. But look, mate, there's a few good kids there. So hopefully this year we do a little bit better, and who knows what can happen in the future.
I suppose not all of us can be successful Bombers supporters, mate. So best of luck to you and the Doggies, and best of luck to you in the role as Community Relations Officer at the EDFL. It's good to have you on board, and I suppose there's an honour for you to share an office with my great self. So best of luck in your role, and hopefully we'll start to see some real initiatives you put in place bear fruit in the EDFL to help some struggling clubs and also some quite well-off clubs in the EDFL. So well done, Mick.
Thanks, Pally. Good on you, mate.
Really good, isn't it, Matty, that we've got a couple of new roles in the EDFL, and one of which is the Community Relations Manager, and Mickey is doing a great job already and will continue to do so.
You and Michael I walked in the office, sitting desk to desk. It's great to see the two Michaels there. Got the dartboard on the side there, but working hard for the EDFL, and something we really wanted importantly in the EDFL to help our clubs. And mate, you could tell us all he's doing really well.
Doing really well. He's been down to a couple of clubs in the lower divisions of junior footy, and also the ones sort of down in Division 2, and helping out, just trying to get a bit of interest, and that will flow across every club from Premier Division right down Division 2 and all junior clubs as well.
He's visited schools as well, just to get more kids not playing football into the EDFL as well, which has been great. Wayne Anthony, welcome to the board, and Bernie Shinners, ex-Craigieburn president, great man as well. Fantastic to have his knowledge and his legal expertise as well to assist the Essendon District Footy League.
On some news about strips, Northern Saints released their new strip, the old Bops Faulkner Park Footy Club. There you go. You can catch me in it on Instagram at EDFL Footy. But what do you think of it, Matty, the new Northern Saints strip?
Look, I love it. Some people say it's going to clash, and look, it's close to a couple, but I think the green is very unique. And I'm proud of, it's great to have Mick Caruso, one, to stay with the club when they became Northern Saints from Faulkner Park, but two, to be able to lure both sons from the Sandfell back to the club when they could clearly play VFL 1s EDFL Division Premier, to come back and coach and be as playing assistant of that. So the Caruso family, on behalf of the EDFL, we're wrapped to have you guys, and best of luck for season 2013. Good jumper.
Yes, the Nelson Twins are the ambassadors or the #1 ticket holders.
Big night there Friday night.
Northern Saints. It was the Nelson boys. Get on them. They're good blokes. Played against them in cricket.
Really?
Smacked the old Justin over the fence here for a big 6. But good luck to the Nelson Twins. They play up in Albury, so
yep,
good to see they're supporting EDFL clubbers. One of them teaches at John Faulkner Secondary College, so a nice little link there between the Nelson Twins and the Northern Saints Footy Club. And another little link we got with the EDFL. Proud to announce a new partner, Viking Protein. We had them on last year. These are the shakes that you can buy at the footy. They'll be around all EDFL footy clubs hopefully within the next couple of years. You can just chuck a bit of water in there and down it goes. We've got the before battle.
It's my secret.
So
love that
gets
stuff.
You going.
Yep.
We've got the
best thing you can have before training. Half an hour before gives you that extra bit of energy and endurance, and very legal.
This one's for you after battle. Okay, it's a chisel product, so it suits sort of chiseled blokes like yourself, and this one's for me.
The bulk,
the old big boy.
Yeah, I think you should double that on that. But Craig Burrows, former champion EFL player, playing coach, went through a health problem 10 years ago, and he's just a great person for the Hatfield Football Club and Cricket Club. His brand, Ahmed Saad, the St Kilda player, which is the ex-Roxburgh player, as we all know.
Ali Sawsey, who was a Hatfield bloke, who was on the biggest loser
as well. Yep. Big TV show they got coming up, Viking Vision as well, TV.
Matty Pillios is hosting.
Bad host there, but great to have Viking part of the EDFL. Mark Turi, seen drinking one of these in his office when I walked in. It was fantastic. And he turned around, he wiped it off like a little kid, thought it was Milo, put it under his jaw, but the general manager enjoying it.
We can announce that Viking Protein will sponsor the Match of the Day broadcast, Player of the Day. So after the Match of the Day broadcast, there will be a Viking Protein Player of the Day, and they'll get a Viking Protein pack, and we'll do a little interview with them, which will go on EDFL TV that night, or the following day. And EDFL TV, if you jump on the EDFL website, www.sndfl.com.au, little TV screen on the right of the page, you can watch every EDFL TV program that's ever been on. You can just watch it on your little computer, just click play, and it'll process through our YouTube channel. So great little initiative there by the EDFL.
Well done to yourself, mate. You've got that up, and it's fantastic as well. Just on sponsorship too, EDFL brand is really as strong as it's ever been. We're as big as we've ever been on and off the field. Any people that you know who's got a good business who'd like to sponsor, get their brand awareness, get their products out there, contact Mark or Greta at the EDFL. A fantastic opportunity to partner the Eastern District Football League.
Kicking goals, we are here at the EDFL, EDFL TV. Get on it, Facebook, Twitter. We're up to over 2,000 likes and followers on both. And get on Instagram at EDFL Footy. Matty Pillios loves it. It's good stuff, Matty. We might even get a quick snap in here. What do you reckon? And then we'll
get an Instagram shot with Deluxe, I think.
We'll chuck it on Instagram. But keep tuned. Good Friday clash. 2 p.m. at Lebanon Reserve, Strathmore versus Keilor. Going to be an absolute cracker. We'll see you again before round 1 of footy in the EDFL.
Thank you. Mate, great work on the cricket front too. Heard you killed in this year with the ball and bat.
Not really.
Some extra Viking Protein will do that for you.
Viking Protein will be good.
Mate, it's sensational. Good to be back filming the TV. You're actually getting better. It's time for you to take over soon. Let's get a Palmer, $10 or different day.